Hey there, scholars. Mrs. Bowers here. I wanted to show you a cool trick that actually my colleague next door, Mr. West, showed to me today. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a really interesting way to do addition of fractions with unlike denominators. So I have a lot of students who are visual learners. They like to actually physically see what these things look like. And I thought this would be a really cool thing to share with you guys. So he gave us the addition sentence 1/2 plus 3/4. We already know we can't start adding these because the denominators are not the same. So what he told us to do was to create rectangular fraction models to represent each of these fractions. So I'm going to draw 1/2. And then I'm also going to draw 3/4. He said that it is important to make sure that these lines are going in opposite directions, and you'll see why in the next step. All right, so I have 1/2 and I have 3/4. I'm just going to shade in really quick so you guys can see. So we all agreed that this is showing 1/2. And same thing here, 1, 2, and 3. We can all agree that this is showing 3/4. So when we come to the next step of this process, what he told me to do was to put these rectangular models.
Please come to the main office.
Please
come to the main office.
Get to the main office. When I rewrite these fractions, I'm taking the rectangular fraction models and I'm going to put them on top of each other. Let me show you what that means. So first, I'm going to take my 1/2 model. And again, I'm just going to shade in 1/2. But then he wants me to throw my 3/4 model on top of it, like they were just going to lay right on top of each other. So I need to make sure that I have 1, 2, 3/4. So see how I took my 1/2 model at first, and then I put my 3/4 model on top of it. Now, with what I had previously shaded from my 1/2, now we can see that this has turned into a different fraction. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4/8. I'm going to do the same thing for my other model, my 3/4 model. I'm going to rewrite this model to look just like my original. 1, 2, 3/4. 1, 2, 3/4. And what I'm doing next is I'm taking my 1/2 model and I'm going to lay it right on top. So I have one line going down the middle. So over here, I also need to have one line going down the middle. Now I have my new equivalent fraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/8. So I have now my equivalent fractions. They both have the same denominator, and now I can add these together. 4/6 plus 8/6. I'm sorry, 4/8 plus 6/8 is 10/8. So I thought that was an interesting way to do the same work that we've been doing, just in a more visual manner. So I told my kids, as a teacher, my job is to show you different strategies, and then your job as a learner is to choose whatever strategy works best for you and implement it into your work. But I thought it was really cool. I wanted to share it with you, and hopefully you found that enjoying. All right. Bye, guys.